This question is all about the process called cracking. After crude oil has undergone fractional distillation, some of the hydrocarbons then undergo a process called cracking. Explain what happens to these hydrocarbon molecules during cracking, and name the two types of molecule that are produced. So pause the video so you can have a go yourself, then resume the video. So long hydrocarbons are heated up, and that makes the hydrocarbon molecules vibrate more and more until they break into shorter, more useful hydrocarbons. And the two products are a shorter alkane and an alkene. Describe the conditions that are needed for the cracking reaction. There's actually two ways you can answer this question because there's two different methods of doing cracking. So the first method is to use a high temperature, and that turns the long hydrocarbon molecules into vapours, and then those vapours are passed over a hot catalyst, and we call that catalytic cracking. Option 2, once again we use a high temperature to turn the long hydrocarbons into vapour, but then those vapours are mixed with steam to reach a very high temperature, and we call that steam cracking. Question C. What type of chemical reaction is cracking? Well, it's a thermal decomposition reaction. Thermal meaning we're using heat, and decomposition means the molecule is breaking down. If you're finding this video useful, please remember to give it a like. So question 2, here is a reaction for the cracking of decane, and we can see there the symbol equation for that cracking. Which of the products is an alkene? So for this question, we need to remember the general formula for alkanes and alkenes. For an alkane, if you want to find the number of hydrogen atoms, you double the number of carbons and add 2. But for an alkene, you simply double the number of carbon atoms to get the number of hydrogens. So that makes C2H4 the alkene. Question B. What would happen if you added bromine water to this alkene? So the bromine water would change from orangey brown to colourless. So we're not just saying it's a colour change, we're actually stating the colour it's going from and the colour it's going to, and we're using the word colourless, not clear. This type of reaction, so we're still talking about cracking, is carried out on decane because there is greater demand for the two products than there is for the original decane. Suggest why the two products may be in greater demand. So when we get those smaller hydrocarbon molecules, they are more useful. The smaller hydrocarbons are also more flammable, so it makes them better fuels. And the alkene can be made into plastic by polymerization. C8H18 is the main component of petrol. When petrol burns, it releases energy. What type of chemical reaction is this? So the answer, of course, is an exothermic reaction. You'd also be allowed oxidation because when a fuel burns, it reacts with oxygen. And you'd also be allowed combustion because that's another name for burning. So if you found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.